guys, it's Jeff, All Keys Pro. Today I'm sitting at my beautiful Yamaha U3 upright piano, and I love this instrument, and this is where I do all of my composing. I really don't compose on synthesizers as much as I love them. I jam on synthesizers, but as far as like composing tunes, composing melodies and chords, it's done here. I grew up a piano player. This is where I feel comfortable and happy, and it's where, for me, the ideas flow and the creativity flows. So this video is about writing at the piano, which is what I do, and then taking the music, writing the music down, taking the music downstairs into my synthesizer studio and orchestrating it, making a groove for it, and making it into something more. So I thought that I would this week sort of take you through that process. This is a tune I wrote a couple weeks ago. I was driving on I-80 and I got into a big detour because of a wreck, I guess. And GPS took me off I-80 and onto a dirt road. I actually drove on this dirt road for about 10 miles and ended up, it was a very smart thing that GPS had me do because I got around a bad accident in pretty good time. But anyway, this tune, I was sort of singing this groove in my head while I was on that detour, and I got home and I wrote it down, and I wrote a little melody which goes with it. This is, at any rate, called Dirt Road Detour. So this is how I originally wrote it on piano, and the next stage of the video is going to be what I did with it with synthesizer. All right. Hey guys, so I'd like to show you now how I put this song together that I wrote upstairs at my upright piano. So I took my first step was to take what I imagine as the ingredients of this tune. So this tune has 3 or 4 ingredients. It has a melody. It has a background part, and the background part was really the first thing I came up with as far as composing this tune. The melody, the background part, a bass line, and then I added a drum part just to because we're in the world of synthesizers and drum machines, to make it a little funky. And then when I recorded everything to my DAW, to Logic Pro, I played a synthesizer solo on the Moog Grandmother, which, if you've been watching my channel, you know that that's my favorite thing to do on the Grandmother, is play synth solos. So I thought what might be the most clear thing to do is to play for you one part at a time, and then I'll play it back for you all together. Okay, so here we go. So here is my background part. So this is being played by the sequential Trigon 6. It has a little kind of a brassy sound, as you can hear, and it's sort of occupying the same kind of space as a piano part would, as far as the envelope and the sustain. Appropriate for background part, I think. And then there was the bass part, which my good friend the Moog Matriarch is playing. Oh, I love that so much. That's like moving my room. You probably can't tell on YouTube. It's moving there's so much bottom there, it's like moving my entire studio around. So here's both those parts. So that little space there is part of the composition. So I had the background parts mute when the melody plays, which we haven't heard the melody. We're going to hear that next. By the way, I'm sequencing on the Squarp Instruments Pyramid right here, which I'm learning to love. So there's the top of the form. So in 4 measures we'll hear the melody. The melody is going to be played by the Pro 3, sequential Pro 3. Here it comes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a patch that I made. It's got a lot of kind of craziness and movement in the filter envelope, and also some distortion stuff happening. It's amazing how much modulation you can do on the Pro 3. It's really unique in that way and makes it really a keeper as far as my synths. Then drums. This is the Roland TR-8S. So this drum part I actually programmed into the Squarp Instruments. I usually just do drum parts right in the TR-8S, but this has a lot of breaks, as you can hear. Little starts and stops, and it was just easier to do that in the Pyramid. So there was just one more little part, which is my chord monologue is doing. Oops, here we go. A little analog freakiness. It goes well with the drum part, I think. Here's all the parts. Yeah, so that's it. So those 5 parts I put together to make this tune work. So now I'll play you the whole thing, and as I said before, when this goes down, I'm playing a little bit of solo part and a little bit of background part on the Moog Grandmother. So, hey, thanks for being here today. Please subscribe and like. I got a really nice response to my last video, and I'm hoping to keep that momentum going. So, cool. Enjoy.